Patrick Scott, YT, saying, bruh, Khamzat has no cardio. Usman took the fight on short notice, and it should have been a draw, if not a Usman victory. And I think he goes on to say something like, if it goes 5 rounds, and I'm paraphrasing, that Usman would have won the fight. And yeah, but you got to remember, Khamzat was injured in the fight. It's not the cardio, it was the injury. Let's be real. And a little back and forth between him and Real, Recognized Real, says Clown of the Year award goes to you. If the fight went 5 rounds, you can't assume Usman would have won because Khamzat was applying the pressure. And no, Khamzat did not face a washed up Usman. Usman is still as tough as he was 2 years ago. Stop being a loser who can't admit Khamzat won fair and square. Khamzat does not have cardio, ? And we're going to have to see Khamzat in a 4 or 5 round fight to really know. And I fear that it's going to look like Joe Pyfer did last night, where the inexperience will cause him a fight. But, you know, you just hope Khamzat gets the finish and don't have to worry about it. That'll be the easy way out of that. But yeah, Khamzat's always in the news. At Leland says, haha, yep, that's how I feel about it also, in terms of Khamzat being the real champ. But the bigwigs want to milk every guy for what they can get. So they will hold it off for however long. And that stinks. And you couldn't have said it better. I mean, it's exactly what the UFC will do. And on some level, you can't blame them. But it just stinks as a Khamzat fan, having to wait and wait and wait. It just stinks. At Odd 152 says, Jofer gonna win. Yeah, it didn't go our way. Then you got a smiley face there from Vasi Cash 2000 with our prediction over Ihor losing. Of course, that didn't happen. Then you got JH Wood 50 saying Ige Mania. Yeah, Ige got the job done last night. In terms of Sean Strickland going off on Sneeko the other day, at Justice Law kind of came at me and says it wasn't crazy, it was weak. I wish Sean did it without gloves or just wraps. By the way, you too old to mention Sneeko on a video. Grow up more. See, you would expect to get some type of emotional reaction out of me, right? But I'm not a millennial. I'm from the old school. You could say, say what you want. I could take it. Take one across the chin. But please believe it, you better be ready when I come back at you. Because I'm from the old school. I don't get all emotional. I clap back. But in the Q&A, you got a right to make statements. Plain and simple. That's your right. So that's where the comments are coming from. Always on Khamzat, trying to figure out what's going on. We're getting laughed at for last night's ridiculous 6-7 record, as we should. I'm laughing at my own darn self. I mean, it's just insane the way it turned out last night. Ridiculous and embarrassing. Plain and simple. Pro Adam says in the chat room, Volk is up for a rude awakening. I know a lot of people feel like that. EQ, Topuria bettors have no clue what's coming. You also say great cash on Michael Johnson, who's an absolute beast in the lightweight division. I told you, always hard to stop. He should have got the finish last night, though. Still a little disappointed in that, but the bottom line is a win is a win. And his record's not the greatest at 23-19, but when you look at his resume, he fights the best to the end and loses by decision when he does. That's just the bottom line. We'll be back this week. We got to get into Henry Cejudo and Merab Dvalishvili. You got Anthony Hernandez in fight 5. That's another big fight. So we got a lot more to discuss, but we wanted to get, 3 fights done in the main event. So we're rocking and rolling to begin the week.
He's gonna fight, wait, he's gonna fight, wait, hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height, yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight, hold up, think twice, gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon, walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded, wake up, hey, where you at, hey, got hit in the head with a baseball bat.